Hey everybody, time for a showcase video. Now, I know I haven't done many of these lately because I just haven't had the inspiration to get any hobby work done, but I'm starting to finally get back into it a little bit here. And since this video is going to be published on Christmas, I thought there'd be nothing better than some red and green Dark Angels. So here we have my third tactical squad. Now this was some models. This was actually the models that came with the Rhino and the Dark Angels Gauntlet Tactical Squad box, with the Dark Angel shoulder upgrades frame. So all these have plastic embossed Dark Angel shoulder pads, and the Sergeant has the chest from that. The head went on the another Sergeant that I converted from the Dark Vengeance stuff. So I originally was just going to do 5, but then I kind of got into the rest of them because the second 5 didn't take as long because I didn't have the stack of magnetized bits to paint along with them, so they were a lot less work. So yeah, so these and the bases were already done. They were reclaimed from when I sold off all my Blood Angels. I kept all the bases I made and just sold them with blank 32mm bases. So that saves me a lot of work, not having to recreate all of those. But yeah, so just real simple paint job. Did Caliban green, washed with black, layered up with Caliban green, and highlighted with snot green? What's it called? It's not snot green anymore. Warpstone Glow, I'm sorry. It used to be snot green. So we have missile launcher, because that's what it came with. You got this magnetized guy here. It's got a plasma gun, melt-a-gun, which is actually a old metal one I had, and a flamer. Now whenever I do a flamer magnetized, I always cut off and straighten out the tank, because normally they bend forward a little bit, but if you do that they're very hard to get on and off, so by cutting it off and straightening it, putting it straight down, they just slip right on, no problem. And then for the Sergeant, has most of it. So here's the combi weapon, so all the combi tops are actually magnetized separate. So you got plasma, grav, melta. You got the power sword and chain sword. Or that's the power sword, the other one was the chain sword. And then you've also got grav pistol and bolt pistol. So you can just run them pretty much as cheap as you need to. Okay. And the other guys, of course, are just 7 bolter guys. So yeah, pretty darn happy with how this came out. They are a little bit time consuming because of all the edge highlighting, but and layering up the Caliban green takes some time. But yeah, so there's tactical squad number 3. So I have 3 full tactical squads with 4 sergeants, so I can actually split them up if I need to. And I also bought, of course, the codex. And the data cards and a Primaris upgrades crew, because I had one of the easy to build Primaris boxes with 3 easy to build guys. I wanted to see if I could get the Dark Angels shoulder pads on there, and I could. Okay, so hold on one second here. So these are the 3 Primaris guys that come with the easy to build box, the 3. And so I decided to go ahead and just carve off the shoulder pad and put the Dark Angels Primaris one on there. And so this one has the sword and the head from the upgrades brew. So I don't, and so that way I don't have any bare heads. This guy is probably going to be used as my Primaris as a lieutenant / Primaris lieutenant, most likely a regular one. And the other 2 will probably get another box of these and build and have 5 intercessors as another troop choice. So that would give me, hypothetically, as many as 6 or 7 troop choices to get a double battalion going, if I want to go that way. So yeah, these still I didn't actually pay, again, I won this box of the 3, so I just paid the $10 or so after discount for the upgrades brew to get these guys. And there's still 2 more shoulder pads on there. As I said, so I'm probably thinking about picking up another box of those, just so I can have 5. But as far as what's going to happen with the Dark Angels, I play primarily Ravenwing. I do have 15 Black Knights, 14 technically, and then 1 Apothecary. Plus I may have to build another one. And so I do need a couple models to go with what I have. I will definitely need to get a Dark Shroud, which is a pretty darn expensive land speeder, and then probably at least 1 land speeder to build a Talon Master out of, and run just a Ravenwing list with Talon Master, Samuel, Apothecary, and then a bunch of Black Knights and Ravenwing bikes. I do have to say though, I really hope the Orc bikes get the same jink rule as Ravenwing, because that would be awesome. I also want to get some more plasma guys, because that plasma stratagem is just fantastic. There it is. Weapons from the Dark Age. Use the stratagem just before Dark Angel's unit from your army attacks in the shooting phase. Increase the damage characteristic of that unit's plasma weapons by 1. For the purposes of this stratagem, a plasma weapon is any weapon. This includes the word plasma. Plasma pistol, plasma talon, plasma incinerator. Oh wow. This is incredible. So if you overcharge your plasmas, now they're up to 3 damage each. And of course, if you do overcharge, you want to make sure you have something around to reroll those ones. Whether it be, Samuel for the Ravenwing guys, or Azrael for anybody, or Master. You can just use a Master if you wanted to. Oh, that's right, I got a Captain. Oh, wow, I've got an unbuilt Captain I can build into a Master. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I'll do that. So, one more guy to do. So these, I do have these guys. So I do have 10 more Dark Angels infantry. I have these 5, which were going to be an assault squad, to go with the Lion's Blade I was building before 8th edition. So yeah, these guys have been sitting around since the 8th edition, since basically the day of the 8th edition announcement. That's when I stopped working on the Lion's Blade detachment I was working on, or yeah, the Lion's Blade army I was building. And the one with all the free transports and stuff. So I have these guys, and then I have 5 Devastators with 1 Grav Cannon. You guys are awesome. Love this guy. Anyway, so I do still have... I might replace the Grav Cannon, I don't know. I don't have any more lance cannons. I do have plenty of plasma cannons though, so I don't know. Probably not going to use a plasma cannon, even with that stratagem. 4 plasma cannons might be kind of fun. But I think just giving these guys, I'm going to break off these arms and give these guys all plasma guns, or at least 4 of them with plasma guns, because the Sergeant doesn't have the option to do that. So these are going to be counted as company veterans with plasma, and they're going to go in a drop pod with characters to get rerolls to hit and to wound, and then I'll be able to use the stratagem on them just to kill something big, because we're talking, 8 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, or with Azrael rerolling all hits. Strength 8 and 3 damage each. That's gonna kill something. That's only with 4. I could get more, because I think they're 26 points with a plasma gun. So, but if Azrael goes with them, they all have a 4 invul save. So that's definitely something to consider. So yeah, that's for the state of my Dark Angels. And I said you'll probably see some Dark Angels battle reports coming up, simply because I want to play them. I want to play with a codex, and I'm actually having some fun painting these guys. And enjoyment of the hobby is really where it's at. I am working on orc stuff, also on the side, so I can paint these guys. And I'm also doing some building of orc stuff. Mainly, I went out and bought a boys box and a Luda Burners box, and I'm building 15 commandos. So obviously, that's 15 models there. 2 of them will be Bernas, 12 of them will be just regular boys with Slugga Choppa, and then the knob. And I'll build 2 knobs, one with the power claw, one with a big choppa. But I do have the Cromlech bits I won, so, or I should say I bought with my gift certificate. Don't fall over. So I've been kind of working these guys. So this is what it looks like. Pretty badass. Yeah, so I do need to save up some money, get those 2 other models I need for my Dark Angels, the Talon Master and the Dark Shroud. I mean, you know, just only in speed. I think I've got conversion bits. I think I've got a Dark Angel sprue. If not, I'm sure I can bum them to build the Talon Master, because he has the same same weapons loadout as Sable Claw. So twin assault cannons, twin heavy bolters. No, I guess that is a project coming up. So there might be, for my hobby side, I might be concentrating on the Dark Angels for a while. Mostly because I do have those commandos. I want to get those done, because with mob up I'm going to be able to drop in a unit of 15 commandos and right next to a unit of 10 commandos and mob them up for the assault. Plus a jumping, so that gives you 55 boys assaulting on in your face, turn 1. That's a lot of stuff, and it's not a lot of points, so that would be quite a bit of diversion, let's say, from anything else you're doing, having 55 boys assaulting turn 1. But anyway, so those are the plans. I'm going to be working on converting these up to vets. I'm going to be working on building a master out of the captain sprue. I'm going to work on saving up some money for a speeder and a Dark Shroud, and then deciding what to do with those. And I'll probably paint one of that Primaris Lieutenant guy too. So lots of Dark Angels hobbying coming on, just like at the beginning of the year with the Inner Circle stuff, but you know, I'm going to do what I enjoy, and right now I'm enjoying painting these guys because I think they look pretty good once they're done. And as I said, I want to get these guys on the table just so I can say I can play with the Codex finally. And so that's it. I just want to say this is going to be up on Christmas. I hope your Christmas was great, and I will see you soon.